Why the OG players from the old server never return, but the OG players from this current server do. I'll be detailing every possible reason to why and pinpointing everything for a better understanding. Okay, so most of us have started Graal since we were kids. This game is our childhood. Players from the old server were no different, but the old server was released in the year 1998, so technically, they would have to be born in the 1980s or 1970s if they were at a young age in the year 1998 to be playing the game, and by the time this current server was released in 2009, those older players from the previous server would have already been in their early or mid-20s. But the OG players who started Graal from 2009 to 2012 were little kids when they first played. The truth of the matter is that the majority of the older players from the old server had already quit the game by the time this current server was released for phones in 2009, as the old server was always an PC-only server, and the rest of the older few players who came over to this current server had quit when the graphics had changed in 2013. As the graphics had always remained the same way since at least 2004 up until the current server's 2012, it is possible that all of the players from the older server had lost interest once the graphics had changed, but now they would be in their mid to late 30s and others maybe in their early 40s, as players from 2009 are now in their mid to late 20s. The majority of the players from 2009 were most likely born in the 1990s. Another possibility is that the older players from the older server had most likely grown up on the old version and had no interest in this current server. Since these were two separate servers from different time periods, they functioned much differently, and the players from 2009 had grown up on this current server, which is why they feel a similarity. Even though the game has changed drastically since then, it still functions the same way since 2009. And that's why the OG players from this current server return, and the players from the older server do not.